What I have been kind of seeing with my clients is that when they don't follow through, a lot of the times it's because they set themselves up to like be too ambitious. And again, I'm already putting an ambitious like level right here. So I'm pushing you to that level. However, sometimes we're like, remember when I was talking about to sustain motivation, you have to have effort, but you have to have in place your ambition, your expectancy, and the attention, and then the effort. I think a lot of the times we just go straight into effort. Like we're just like, boom, I have to go do these activities. I have to go exercise. I have to eat this way. So we put too many things on our plate that we can manage. And that's where follow through doesn't come through. You know, we fail. We don't follow through the best way that we wanted to. So if you didn't follow through on the action steps like you did last or as you wanted to, ask yourself these questions. All right, what is the minimum follow through that you could pleasurably commit to this week that would have you feeling really good? Again, just think of what is the 1% needle mover that I can focus on, just the one thing that I can do today, and then the next day that's gonna get me 1% better than I was before. So just this is where consistency comes through, because you have to be able to consistently do it, and consistency compounds. So what is the minimum follow through that you can commit to today? The next question. So what needs to be in place to set yourself up for inevitable success? So you know the minimum follow through that you need to do. So what needs to be in place so that it becomes inevitable? Do you need to kind of look at your schedule and plan out when you're going to put in your daily movement? Do you need to buy a water bottle that you love carrying around and that you love drinking out of? Do you need to create a pitcher of water that you put in the fridge that has all your water that you need for the day so you can measure that? Do you need to get foods and go purchase foods from the grocery store that are high energy foods for you? Or do you need to research some foods some more recipes that are more high energy foods for you? So this takes work. You know, if we were in a one-on-one coaching session, we'd be able to kind of break this down and really get nitty-gritty on what are the things that need to be in place to set yourself up for inevitable success, but we're not. So I'm challenging you to really think about that and think, okay, this is where I didn't show up. Now, how do I kind of get ahead of that and set myself up so I do follow through the way that I want to? Because these are your ambitions. It's your ambition to be kind of completely, totally transform your health. So how do we get ahead of that and set ourselves up when failure might happen? So that's on to question number 3. So what, if anything, might stop you or prevent you from following through? So you know this is the minimum thing that you need to do. You know this is how you set yourself up. What might stop you? So think about your last week. What got in the way? Was it your energy levels? Was it not having enough water, which then affected your energy levels? Was it the kids were going crazy and you just they were taking your time away from you when you planned to go work out? Or were they complaining about the healthy meals that you were creating? So what got in the way? And then again, like I did last week, if you didn't follow through the way that you wanted to, I'm going to challenge you. Over the next 7 days, I want you to prioritize you. So you need to be number 1 on your priority list. So figure out, again, what got in your way and how do you put yourself first so things don't get in your way. So I'm challenging you to do things a little bit differently than you have done in the past. And that's my job as a coach. Again, if we were one-on-one, I would be week after week after week saying, did you show up for you? Because you committed to this. You paid for this program. So show up the best way that you can for you. Slow and steady, consistent follow through is what gets results. So even if you did show up the best way that you could, and you're like, I got everything done with my action steps, again, ask yourself, what's the minimum follow through that you can do this week too? So that you do consistently set yourself up for inevitable success. Because if you can win your day, you win the week. If you win the week, you win the month. If you win the month, then you win the year. So how do you set yourself up so that you win the day? So starting today, right after this module is completed, make yourself win the day.